Hi, this is Jessie with Pretty Presets. I'm going to show you guys 3 more edits from this week's editing recipes. This time I'm going to use this picture of my daughter Bella. Here's the edits we're going to do. You can see here's a straight out of camera. Here's an edit off of Rose from the Make It Matte collection. Here is an edit off of Color Riche from the limited edition summer collection. And here is that same edit, but with a bokeh applied. And that bokeh was also from a limited edition collection. I don't believe the bokeh collection is still available, but the summer collection is still available. And I could be wrong on that, but I believe that the bokeh collection was only available in the first week of the release. Okay, but let's hop over to the Develop panel. Here is the straight out of camera image, so I'll go ahead and open up my matte presets and apply Rose. Then the next thing I did on this image was to use my workflow presets and choose Fix Reds a Lot, just to kind of take some of the reds out of that image. Then I used Contrast a Little, and then I moved on to my brushwork. And I just chose a regular highlights brush, brought it down to about 34, and just brushed this over her face there. And then I could even do one more and just bring those highlights down a little bit more. Her face was just a little bright. Okay, then I would do another brush, Fix Magenta, and go over her feet here, and maybe her ashy knee. And I could also do Skin Warm brush, and just also warm that area up just a tiny bit. Okay. Then to finish this image off, I would go down here, turn the lens corrections back on, enable profile corrections. You can go ahead and remove chromatic aberration as well. Then I would go ahead and open up my film collection, use Add Grain 1, and I would be done with this one, okay? So now, since I've already done my brushwork on this image, instead of completely starting over, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and reset. This is my first version of that edited image that I showed you in the beginning. I'm going to go ahead and reset that one. So here's the straight out of camera. I'm going to select the image we just did and then make sure that I'm on that one. Then I'm going to sync it. Just the process version and the brush will be selected here. Synchronize those. Now, when I come to this image, I have the straight out of camera image, but with my brushwork already done. So that's really handy, and I can just play with other edits now if I want. You could also right-click this image and make another virtual copy. So now I have 2 images. I can use both of those for that edit if I wanted to, for these 2 edits here. But since this is just a bokeh over this edit, I'd really be okay to work off of one of these. But theoretically, you could create as many virtual copies as you wanted. You'd have your brushwork done, and you could just play around with edits from there. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do this second edit here. We'll come and open the limited edition summer collection. We'll apply Color Riche 2. Followed by Recover Clipping from the workflow set. There we go. And then I'll move up to Clean and Creative up here. And I'll go ahead and choose Make Matte. And then I'll go ahead and choose Contrast. Okay, so now to finish this image up, I would go ahead and come down here. Enable profile corrections. You can go ahead and remove chromatic aberration as well. And then add grain 1. And that one would be finished. So now, if I wanted to add on a bokeh, here's the limited edition bokeh collection. And I went ahead and added tiny lights and then opened the radial filter here clicked on this one and moved it over here instead. So that way it brightens up that back area a little bit and it doesn't come over on her face. If you have Lightroom 6, you can hit brush, erase, and you could erase any part of that you wanted, okay? You have to click on the pen and then you could erase it, okay? I'm gonna just go ahead and undo that. There we go. Okay, so you can see in this case it's added a little bit of foreground bokeh and just a little bit of interest in the back and brightened up this area here, okay? So those were our edits. They're very quick, very easy. That probably took me a little longer since I was walking you through it. But anyways, I will see you guys next week.